I set the table at 6 o'clock. 2 plates. 2 glasses. A small cake with white cream. The house is quiet. The clock ticks. The candle waits for a match. I boil the pasta and stir the red sauce. I put fresh basil on top. It smells sweet and warm. I look at my phone. No message. No call. I smile anyway. He is on the way, I tell myself. 7 o'clock passes. I changed my dress and fixed my hair. I light the candle. The little flame dances. It makes the silver forks shine. It makes my hope shine too. At 8, the pasta is cold. I heat it again. I write a message. Are you close? I do not send it. I do not want to sound worried. I delete the words. At 9, the candle grows short. The room feels bigger, emptier. Outside, a car door closes. My heart jumps. I run to the window. It is the neighbor. Not him. I sit on the couch with my hands in my lap. I listen to the clock. Tick, tick, tick. The sound is loud now. I blow out the candle. A thin line of smoke rises into the dark. I whisper, he forgot. My throat hurts. My eyes burn. I curl up and fall asleep in my dress, next to a table that waited with me. Sunlight touches my face before I open my eyes. The house smells of coffee. He's in the kitchen, humming softly, wearing his work shirt. For a moment, I forget the night before. I almost smile. Morning, Em, he says, cheerfully. You slept early last night? His voice is light, almost too light. I wait for him to remember. 1 second. 2. Nothing. I stir my coffee slowly. You worked late yesterday? I ask. He nods. Yeah, crazy day. You know how it is. He laughs, rubbing the back of his neck, like he's hiding behind the sound. My heart sinks. He really doesn't remember. No flowers. No card. No happy anniversary. Only that same easy smile that suddenly feels like a stranger's. I force a small laugh. Yes, must have been busy. He looks at me, hesitates. Oh wait. Yesterday, was it? His words fade. I see it in his eyes, his guessing. Then the lie. I'm sorry, love. I didn't forget. I just couldn't get away. It's too smooth, too quick. His pretending. I nod, but something inside me folds quietly. He kisses my cheek and leaves for work. The door closes with a soft click, and the silence feels heavier than last night's. I whisper, you didn't forget the day. You forgot me. The days stretch like thin threads, quiet, fragile, easy to break. We still share the same house, the same meals, but not the same warmth. He reads the newspaper at breakfast. I pretend to check messages that aren't there. Our words have become small. Good morning, dinner's ready, good night. Nothing more. Nothing that matters. He starts leaving earlier. Sometimes, before I even wake up. At night, I hear his key turn long after the streetlights go out. He moves gently, careful not to wake me, or maybe careful not to face me. Once, I saw a small folded receipt in his jacket pocket. A jewelry store. My heart jumps. Then falls. If it was for me, why didn't he give it? Another time, I hear him whisper on the phone in the hallway. His voice was low, careful, don't tell her yet. The words spin inside my head all night. I stop asking. Love feels like a photograph fading under sunlight, still visible, but distant. Sometimes I catch him looking at me from across the table, as if he wants to say something but can't find the words. And sometimes, I wish I could forget, just to stop hurting. It happens on a quiet Tuesday night. He's working late again, and I decide to fold the laundry, anything to fill the silence. As I hang his shirts in the wardrobe, one sleeve catches on the back panel. A soft click. A hidden drawer slides open. I freeze. Inside lies a small wooden box, tied with a faded blue ribbon. My fingers tremble as I lift it out. The ribbon comes undone too easily, like it's been waiting. Inside the box is a silver bracelet, simple, elegant, engraved with my initials. EM. And below them, our anniversary date. My breath catches. He did remember. Under the bracelet rests an envelope, already opened once. The handwriting is his, neat, steady, written with care. I unfold the letter slowly. Dear Emily, I wanted to give you this on our anniversary, to remind you how grateful I am for every year you've stayed by my side. If one day I seem distant, or if I forget something important, please know, it means something's wrong with me, not with us. You are my only constant. My memory of love itself. My hands shake as I read those last lines again and again. Something's wrong with me, not with us. The words echo in my head like a warning. What did he mean? Why write that months ago? I stare at the bracelet, the letter, the secret, and for the first time, I feel fear instead of anger. The next morning, I can't sit still. The letter won't leave my mind. By noon, I decide to go to his office. I tell myself I'll just surprise him for lunch, but deep inside, I know I'm looking for answers. At the reception, the clerk gives me a puzzled look. Mr. Walker? He's on medical leave, she says. My stomach twists. Medical leave? Since when? About 2 weeks, she replies. He didn't tell you? The room spins. My heart starts pounding. I call his phone, no answer. I call again. Finally, a text appears, at the hospital. Don't worry. But how can I not? When I arrive, I see him through a half-open door, sitting across from a doctor, hands clasped, eyes distant. He looks smaller somehow. I step inside quietly. The doctor turns to me. You must be Emily, she says gently. Please, sit down. She explains in calm, careful words. Early stages of memory loss, possibly neurological, under observation. He's been struggling to remember faces, dates, even places he visits often. He didn't want me to worry, so he hid it. My throat tightens. All those missed calls, late nights, the forgotten anniversary, none of them were lies. He wasn't neglecting me. He was fighting to remember me. Tears blur my vision as I look at him, and I realize, he didn't forget our love. He forgot himself. He sits on the hospital bed, staring at his hands as if trying to read a story written on his skin. I pull a chair close and sit beside him. The air smells faintly of antiseptic and rain. He looks up, eyes soft but searching. Emily, he says slowly, tasting the name, we're married, right? The question slices through me. I nod. Yes. 10 years. He smiles faintly. 10 years, that's a long time. He pauses, frowning. When did we get married? I whisper the date. He repeats it carefully, like a student learning a new word. Then, almost shyly, your favorite color, was it blue? I shake my head, smiling through tears. Green. You painted our kitchen that color, remember? He laughs weakly. I must have liked you a lot. For a moment, silence fills the space between us, gentle, not heavy. He reaches for my hand, his fingers cold but steady. I didn't mean to hurt you, Em, he murmurs. Sometimes, the memories just disappear before I can hold them. I squeeze his hand. Then I'll remember for both of us, I say. He closes his eyes, leaning against my shoulder. In that quiet room, I stop wishing for the past to return. Instead, I promise myself, our love will live, even in fragments. The garden is quiet tonight, dressed in the soft gold of evening light. I've placed a small table under the jasmine tree, 2 plates, 2 glasses, and 1 candle. Just like before. Just like always. Inside the house, I hear faint music from the radio, one of our old songs. He's sitting by the window, wrapped in a blanket, the silver bracelet on his wrist catching the light. He doesn't go out much anymore. Some days he forgets the way to the kitchen. But he still finds the window that looks into the garden. I light the candle and cut a small piece of cake. It's chocolate, his favorite, or at least, it used to be. I wave at him through the glass. He waves back, smiling, uncertain but kind. I carry the plate to him. Happy anniversary, I say softly. He blinks, confused for a moment, then his lips form the words. Happy anniversary. What's your name again? My chest tightens, but I smile anyway. It's Emily, I whisper. And I love you. He nods slowly, as if trying to hold on to the sound of my name. Emily, he repeats, almost a prayer. I sit beside him, our fingers touching lightly. The candle flickers between us, the flame small but steady. And I realize, love doesn't always need memory to survive. Sometimes, it lives quietly in the spaces memory leaves behind. Sometimes, love doesn't end when memory fades. It just learns to live in the heart instead. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional English stories.